What's up everybody, Daniel Day back again with another video for DDay Gaming, and today I'm going to be unboxing this guy. What is this? Well, this is the brand new Astro A10 Gaming Headset, which is the latest and greatest product from Astro Gaming. And let me tell you, I have been super anxious for this bad boy to show up so that I could not only do an unboxing video for you guys, but also give you some quick initial impressions. So that's the plan. If you're into that sort of thing, stick around and I will do just that right after the break. Okay, so before we get to the actual unboxing, I had a few things I wanted to point out up front. First off, this is not a sponsored video. Bought this bad boy with my own money. Next up, there's actually 3 different versions of this headset available. There is the PC version, which is what you see right here. That's what we're unboxing today. There's also a PlayStation version as well as an Xbox version. But unlike many other Astro products, all of them are actually 100% interchangeable. They all work with everything, which is to say, just because I went with the PC version does not mean that it won't work just fine with a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One, a Mac, and apparently also your mobile phone. Basically anything that's got a 3.5mm jack, this thing is going to work, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So realistically, the only difference is the paint job. What color would you prefer? So obviously the PC version is black and red. The PlayStation version is black and blue. And you guessed it, the Xbox version is black and green. So I've actually already got 2 pairs of green Astro A50s, and I figured I would mix it up a little bit. And since these are probably going to spend their life connected to my brand new gaming PC, I figured, you know what, let's go with the PC version for a change. And last but not least is the price. Believe it or not, these guys actually retail for $60 US. That's right, $60, which is to say that for the price of one of these, you can actually pick up a stereo headset with microphone, not just from any company, but actually from Astro. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, let me get the camera and the lights moved around so we can do this unboxing video properly. I will be right back. Okay, so let's check the packaging out really quickly. I always like to do that. So really nice photo of the headset itself on the front. Nothing really on the top. There's some cool little logos there. Not really sure how well it's showing up on camera since it is metallic. On the side here, you got an A10 logo. Other side, just some info about the Astro legacy that's probably not in focus. On the bottom here, you have got some directions and regulatory stuff, it looks like. And then if you flip this over, yeah, and on the back here, you have got kind of an esports little photo thing going on, and then some bullet points. It says tuned with Astro audio, designed for gaming, streaming, and VR, premium fit and finish, long-lasting comfort, durable construction. I've seen people actually bend these things around on themselves and them not break, which is pretty crazy. Flip up mute mic, which is the same as on my Astro A50s, which I like quite a bit, and that it's got a detachable 3.5mm inline volume control cable. So I believe that is all we're going to find in the packaging is the headset and the cable itself. So with that out of the way, let's get the official DDay Gaming hilariously oversized knife here and go ahead and cut this bad boy open. There we go. Get this out of the way before I hurt myself, and open this up and see what we got. All right, so open that up. Yeah, I got some nice artwork going on in here. Nice red color to match the headset. Go ahead and get the box out of the way. All right. Do I have this upside down? Not 100% sure. Well, we'll just go with it. All right, so right here, it looks like we have got some manuals, you know, stop, don't take it back to store kind of stuff, which I always just take it back to the store. I'm not sure why they tell you not to do that. I'm sure there's some reason. So yeah, just a quick start guide and some manuals and that sort of thing. And open this up. Yeah, I totally think I opened this backwards. All right, and in here, wrapped in plastic, we have got our actual headset and the detachable cable. So I have learned that I don't know how to use the autofocus on my fancy schmancy DSLR. So we're just gonna set these down on the table so we don't have to worry about it. Maybe one of these days I will get around to figuring that out. Okay, so here you've got your cable, and one thing I thought was very, very cool about this is there is a black end as seen here and a gray end as seen here. And for those of you that know anything about 3.5 millimeter jacks, this one has got 4 poles and this one has got 3, and right here is the volume little adapter here, so that kind of sticks out on the cord, and yeah, you just got a little volume rocker right there. Let me get the twist tie off of this so we can see how long it is. 6.5 feet long for any of you that need that information. So very, very long cable, kind of coated with something nice. So yeah, I like that quite a bit. And I totally dig that these are different colors so that you know which one plugs into the headset and which one plugs into your PC or Xbox controller or PlayStation controller or whatever. All right, now on to the main event. Get this plastic off right here while you stare at my desk. All right. And there you have it. So there is your headset. You have got, seems like some sort of really soft padding going on in here. Seeing if these twist. They don't appear to twist like on my A50s. There is some padding up here in the top section as well to keep it from rubbing on the top of your head. You've got your flip down boom mic. Get that over the right way. There you go. So there is your mic right there, and yeah, cool little A10 in the red here. Astro logo behind the boom right here, another A10 logo right there, and it is red, more orangish, but you know, really, I suppose that's red, inside of each ear cushion, which I think is very cool. So let's see, do these adjust or something, or are they kind of one size fits all? Oh, it's right here, never mind. All right, so if you slide that up and down, that feels easy enough that, you know, it's easy to move, but it doesn't feel like it's going to just move back on its own, which is a problem with some headsets, but this one seems to be just fine. And of course, you don't need a mute button because, like many of Astro's headsets, you just flip this up right here to mute it and flip it down. So there's actually some color right in here in the boom mic, which I thought was a very nice touch. And yeah, like I said, that is very, very soft. Little logo here to let you know which is the right and left side. And honestly, other than that, there is just your little 3.5 mil connection on the bottom, and that is basically it. Now, for comparison, if anybody is a little curious, kind of dimension-wise or size-wise, I'm going to scoot these over here, and these are my 3rd gen Astro A50s, the most recent ones that I use all the time. So as you can see, they are almost the same size. There's a little bit of difference in the curvature here, but other than that, you know, you've got a lot of your Astro staples for sure. You've got the nice padding up here. You've got the nice padding right here. You know, there are a whole lot of similarities there. Like I said, they're almost the same size. The boom microphones seem to be made in very much the same way, although I have actually heard that the boom mic on the new A10s is actually newer and better than is what is on the A50s. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to test that out myself before I believe that, but just the same, very, very curious to see what the deal is there. But, you know, other than that, I mean, they are very, very similar in size. So for any of you that have played around with A50s, or really A40s, because they're basically identical, they've just got, you know, they're wired. This is what a normal Astro headset looks like size-wise, and this is what the new A10s look like. So pretty much identical, which at the end of the day is exactly what you want, and it's pretty cool because, you know, these are $300 as I recall, and these are $60. All right, so I am going to go ahead, now that we've got those unboxed, hook these up to the computer, play around with them a little bit, and then I will be right back with some initial impressions. Okay, so after I got these things unboxed, I spent a little bit of time off camera playing around with them, and let me tell you, so far, very, very impressed. Now, obviously, this can't be a full review. I'd have to spend quite a bit more time with them to put something like that together for you guys, but I did promise some initial impressions, so let's go ahead and get started on that. First up, just gotta say, these things seem very sturdy, which is a very, very good thing. Honestly, I think that these would survive a throw against a brick wall just fine. Not that I'm going to do that because, new toy, right? But, they also are very, very comfortable, which I like quite a bit as well. The padding in particular around the ear cushions seems very, very similar to what's on my A50s, which I enjoy quite a bit as well. And, that same kind of padding is up here in the headband area. So, long story short, I think that these would be very, very comfortable for extended gaming sessions, especially after I got them adjusted so that they fit my head correctly. As far as the plastic and all of that they've used all over this, it seems like they've made some really, really good decisions there. It is very, very soft to the touch, which I like. Doesn't seem like it would scrape up very easily. And, they've used actually several different sheens and slight changes in colored plastic throughout to kind of accentuate the look, which I like quite a bit. Totally dig the little red strip in the boom itself. And speaking of the boom, I have really, really enjoyed the way that the boom is set up on both of my pairs of Astro A50s, and this one is no different, which is great. Muting them, you simply flip them up, which is super easy to do, and you kind of get a satisfying click so you know that it is muted. And it is very, very flexible, very easy to bend, but not too easy, which is fantastic. So it's going to stay where you put it, and it's easy to get it there, which is just great. Other than that, setup could not have been simpler. There's obviously only one cable in the package, 3.5 mil on both sides, but it is color coded. So you just take the gray end, you plug it into the headset, and you take the black end and you plug it into whatever. Just to test things out, I plugged it into the headphone jack on the bottom of my Xbox One Elite controller. Everything worked fantastically. Plugged into the bottom of my PS4 Pro controller, and as I expected, worked great there as well. I wanted to test out audio quality, so I even plugged it into my iPhone. And my iPhone's actually one of the new ones that does not have a headphone jack. Luckily, Apple included the adapter in the box, so just plugged the included cable with this into the iPhone adapter, and everything worked just great. Speaking of adapters, it actually turns out that I'm going to need to pick one up if I want to fully take advantage of this thing on my brand new gaming PC. Now, that's not Astro's fault. They've actually got a warning on the box. There's a warning on their website. It's in the quick start guide, and actually on the Amazon listing as well, where I purchased this thing. So I knew that I might need an adapter. I just didn't bother checking my gaming computer to see if I was good to go or not. And the reason for that is because some PCs have kind of a multi-use headphone jack, which is to say it's a 3-pole connection, and you can use it for headsets that also have microphones. In my particular case, I've got a much more common setup, however, where you've got the green connection, which is for speakers and headphones, but no microphone, and then a separate pink input where you would actually plug the mic in. So what I need is just an adapter that plugs onto the end of the included cable, and one plugs into the microphone jack on the back of my PC, and one of them plugs into the headset speaker jack, and then I will be good to go. So I did a little bit of research, and it turns out they are crazy dirt cheap. So I'm just going to order one on Amazon. It will be here in a couple of days, and then I will be good to go. I did get to plug this up and listen to game audio with it, and it sounded fantastic, just like it did on the Xbox One, the iPhone, and the PlayStation 4. I also can plug it up and use it as a microphone, just not at the same time until I get that adapter. And that seemed to work really well as well. I'm very, very anxious to play around with that some more, because I have read reports that the microphone on this, like I mentioned earlier, is actually substantially better than the microphone on my A50. So very, very curious about that. So I suppose that is as good a place as any to go ahead and start wrapping this video up. My final thoughts on these things so far is they are a fantastic value for $60. You know, in an age where television speakers are getting cruddier and cruddier and cruddier as TVs get thinner and thinner and thinner. I just love the idea that you can get a pair of headphones that sound this good for the cost of just one game. I mean, you really can't beat it, and it's got a microphone to boot. So I'm very anxious to get quite a bit more playtime in with these, but so far I am liking them quite a bit. Just in case any of you guys were interested in picking up a pair of these new Astro A10s for yourself, I'll be putting an Amazon affiliate link down in the description box below. Know that you never have to click that, but if you were gonna pick a pair of these up on Amazon anyway, clicking that link ahead of time will actually help support my channel, and I would really appreciate it. If you've made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate it, and also wanted to give a special shout out to my subscribers. You guys rock. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, maybe poke around, check out some of the other videos, and if my particular brand of rambling is your cup of tea, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button. It is totally free for you, and it helps me out quite a bit. For anyone that would like to find me other places on the internet, you can follow me on Twitter at that DDay guy, and I also stream on Twitch. My username there is DDay on Twitch. And if you've got any questions or anything you'd like for me to test out with these, please let me know in the comments section below. I really love talking with you guys. So once again, everybody, just wanted to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.